Alright, what did you write?
Everyone has a came and response to their names.
Alright, do you think that's interesting? Do you think that's an interesting hook? Maybe, alright. So then, the idea is there. Let's just move on forward for now. Complete the essay and see if we can improve it a little bit, right? But for now, it's good. And for the rest of the introduction paragraph, well, you can state your thesis statement and then a little bit of context, right? Which we will do when we're actually doing the draft. But in body paragraph 1, we can describe traditional method and the drawbacks of traditional method, right? And maybe an example, or maybe a story that you had cut into traditional method, right? So here we can just write description of the traditional method and the drawbacks. Drawbacks of the traditional method. And because this is body paragraph, and body paragraphs usually could benefit from some evidence or some examples, some specific details, here the AI recommends that we write something about the word, a cultural reference to the French word camembert, right? And in English, we call them pie charts because they look like pies, right? Have you ever seen these kind of charts, right? But in French, they call it camembert. So camembert looks like this. Yeah, it's kind of cheese. It's not a pie. Right? Just, yeah, different food, but people do the same thing to it and apply the same concept to mathematics, right? You can write the same detail, you can change it, right? You can decide on it later when you actually write it. For the second body paragraph, we can now actually introduce the new method, right? So we can just introduce a new method, and we can say that it was published in Nature magazine in 1906. So I think this is an important detail that we really need to write. So actually introducing the it was published in Nature magazine in 1906 by a British scientist. Yeah, and then we can explain the method, right? Why people actually do it. It's to make sure that the cake stays fresh.